Hello students, welcome back to the online classes. I hope you all are safe and sound at home. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is energy. So let us start with an introduction. In physics, energy is described as a quantitative property of matter that must be transferred to an object in order to perform work or to heat an object. Like living organisms require energy to stay alive, and they get this energy from food. Humans require energy to run machine and to perform various functions. They get it from various resources such as fossil fuels, nuclear fuel, or renewable energy. The process of the Earth's climate and ecosystem are driven by the radiant energy from the sun. Like all these, we human beings also need energy to perform various type of work. So from where we are going to get the energy? We are going to get the energy from the food that we eat. And when we used to eat a food, it is being broken into small particles with the help of a chemical that is present inside our body for the digestion of food and to move around and work. Now, when we are talking about energy, let us see the definition of energy. An ability to do work is called energy. Now, if we say an ability to do work is called energy, it means we need energy to do any sort of work. If I have to pull an almirah from one place to another place, and if I don't have an energy, it is not easy for me to shift that almirah from one place to another. So when we are talking about the definition of energy, two words are coming, that is energy and work. These two words are interrelated with each other. If we don't have an energy, we cannot perform any task or we cannot do any work. And if we need to perform or work out any sort of problem, then energy is required. So let us see what is work. Work is said to be done only when an object changes its position or gets displaced under the action of force. Suppose it is a ball, and if I am going to kick it with my legs, and if there is a displacement, means if it moves from its original position and occupies other position, then we say that work is done. So there is a displacement, and the force that is being applied by my leg moves the ball from its original position to the final position. So this shows that work is done. Now, according to physics, in physics, when work is said to be done, let us see few examples so that it should be clear to every one of you. A boy is reading a book. A girl is standing on one place. Now, according to the concept of physics, if a mental work is done, then it is not being included in work, or we cannot say that work is done. So over here, a boy is reading a book. It is a mental work. A boy is sitting on a chair and reading its book. So the boy is only performing mental work. So no work is done over there. And a girl is standing on one place and performing some task. It means that girl is not moving from its position. So in these two cases, we can say that work is not done or work is zero. But in other two examples, let us see whether the work is done or not. A woman is taking out water from the well. So over here, a woman is performing a task and his energy is being utilized as he is taking out a water from the well. And the last example is a ball is kicked by a boy. So over here the force is being applied with the help of the leg of the boy, which help the ball to move from its original position to the final position. So in these two cases we can say that work is done. I hope this much is clear to everyone. Let us move to another topic, that is condition for work to be done. There are certain conditions which we have to see whether the work is done or not. Over here, when the work is done, there are certain conditions. What is the first condition? A force must be applied on the object. I have given you an example of a boy. When a boy kicked a ball, means if the force is being applied on the ball, definitely the ball is going to leave its original position. So it means that work is done. The next condition is the object should move from its position of rest. In other words, there should be a displacement or there should be a change in the shape or size of the object. If we used to move an almirah from one place to another, it means the displacement is there. Means for the first position, the almirah of the position was at rest. But when I applied a force, I used to move an almirah from its original position to the other position. Or we can say that when we used to squeeze a toothpaste, what happens? It used to change the shape of that toothpaste. So we can easily say that work is done. The next is displacement must be there because of the force applied and should be in the direction of the force applied. Now suppose if this is an box and if I am going to apply a force from this side, what happens? Definitely if I am going to apply a force, there will be a displacement in this direction. So it means to say that if the force is applied in this direction, then the object should move in the same direction. Then we can say that work is said to be done. I hope this much is clear to everyone. Let us move to another topic, that is situation of no work done. Now there are certain situations in which we can say that no work is done. So let us see the first situation. When there is no force applied, means like an example, reading a book. If I am sitting on a chair and I am reading a book, then no force is applied. An object resting on a floor. If a ball is being kept on a floor and it does not move, it means no work is done. When a force is applied but there is no displacement, suppose this is a wall and if I try to push the wall with my hand and the wall does not move, but energy is being wasted, my energy is being wasted, but the wall does not move, it shows that no work is done. Example, if a boy is pulling a wall but wall does not move. Next is when a force is applied, the object moves but come back to the starting point. Suppose this is a circle, this is a trolley, and if I used to pull the trolley in a circular path, and again if I am going to come back to my original position, then I can say that no work is done. Let us see an example. If you push a trolley around a circular path and you return to the same point from where you have started, in this case force is acting on the trolley. Force is acting, I am applying my force on the trolley and there is no displacement. So in these three conditions we can say that work is not done. Let us see the last situation. When a force is acting on the object moves, but not because of the applied force. When force and displacement are at right angles to each other, then there will be no work done because the direction of the applied force and the displacement are at right angle, that is 90 degree to each other. Let us take an example. Over here you can see a diagram of a man who is carrying a bucket and he is moving in this direction. So if you are walking while carrying a bucket of water in your hand, the bucket moves, but the force applied, that is force of gravity. Where is the force of gravity? Towards the earth. And where is the displacement of a man? In this direction. So easily I can say that both are perpendicular to each other, 90 degree. So easily we can say that no work is done. On the bucket is acting vertically in downward direction, whereas its displacement is in the horizontal direction. A vertical force can never cause a horizontal displacement. This is the concept behind it. A vertical force can never cause a horizontal displacement. So the displacement of the bucket is not due to the force of gravity acting on it. Therefore, no work is done by the force of gravity. Easily you can see that my displacement, the displacement of a person is in this direction, and the force is, or the force of gravity is acting towards the earth. It means no work is done. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us move to the last topic of this part, that is unit of work. The SI unit of work is Newton into meter or Newton meter. I hope everyone knows. Now, since work is equal to force into displacement, now the unit of work is equal to unit of force. What is the unit of force? Newton. And what is the unit of displacement? It is meter. So it is equal to, the unit of work is equal to Newton into meter, or it can be also said as joule. Now if we have to calculate 1 joule, easily I can say that 1 joule is equal to 1 Newton into 1 meter, that is 1 Newton into meter. Now what is the larger unit of work? Larger unit of work is kilojoule, or it can be expressed as kJ, or 1 kilojoule is equal to 1000 joule. I hope all the topics that I have explained you today is pretty much clear to everyone. Now I want you to go through this chapter again, and next time when we are going to meet, I am going to start with a new topic. Till then, be safe. Goodbye.